Well, how often does that happen to you? A blow-up hole. Especially on the first hole. That's like the worst thing ever. Or the last hole. But either way, they're going to happen. The question we're gonna have to ask and answer today is, how do we deal with the blow-up hole? How do we handle it? What do we do? What's our mindset? I'm gonna give you the keys so you can recover and salvage around even though you just took an 11 on the first hole. Oh, and it was expensive. Like, how many balls did we lose? Too many. So, here's what we gotta do. All right, tip number one, and you better get this one down or nothing's gonna work. You're just gonna have to accept the fact that it happened, okay? It happened, it's over with, it's done, you're gonna have to move on. So mentally, you're just gonna have to laugh it off. If you're angry and you're throwing clubs, get in your car, go home, because you're gonna have a horrible day. So just know, hey dude, deal with it. This will test your adversity and you will find out what kind of person you really are when you have to deal with the fact that you just took an 11 on the first hole. But if you run, tuck your tail between your legs and go home and cry like a little baby, or throw clubs on the course and have a temper tantrum, then you got problems. You have to work that out, okay? So laugh it off, deal with your character now, because it is a character issue and it's a good thing. So accept it. Then once you accept that, laugh it off, say, all right, let's deal with it. Let's see what kind of person I really am inside. Then you can move on to the rest of the steps. But if you can't accept that, forget it. Shut off the video, go home, take a nap. But if you're here and you want to persevere, we'll get you through this and you'll have a great rest of the round. All right, so after you move past the mental hurdle that you're just gonna have to deal with it and you're gonna have a good attitude no matter what, then you can do this. And I think it's a good thing when that blow-up hole is first on the list, because now you get to transition your game into something else. So you can pick a number of different ways you wanna play today. So you can say, okay, cool, I'm gonna practice my game, right? It's gonna be practice day and I'm gonna work on different things. But then you actually have to do that. So that would be one, I'm gonna try to miss every green. I'm gonna try to hit it in the bunkers. I'm gonna try to come up short and work on my short game and practice my chipping. So you can do that. That is one way to say, okay, I'm going to switch my game. It kind of only works if it's on the first hole, okay? So if it's on any other hole and you having a great round, but then you have the blow-up hole, then what you wanna do is focus on this. What I'm gonna do is now, the next hole, I'm really gonna focus on a shot to play. And I did that on the last tee box. I said, okay, I'm gonna play a little cut shot, work it back towards the middle of the fairway, hit a great shot. And paid off, got a par, okay? Now here, same thing. I'm gonna pick a shot that I'm going to play, and that's all I'm gonna focus on. Just try to play a specific shot. Here, I'm gonna play it at that tree down there with a touch draw this time. Just a little draw, take my hybrid, something I can actually do that with consistently. Okay, not my greatest swing of my life. However, it did draw. Kind of drop kicked it and drew it, which is fine. So what I'm trying to do is this. The goal now is when I leave, I don't want to remember the 11, right? I want to remember me playing shots, because when I go to sleep tonight, I want to have something positive to think about. Not, oh man, I did so good until I blew up. If I didn't have that blow-up hole, oh, I would have shot a great round. No, I want to go to bed thinking, man, that little draw I played on the third hole, I was sweet. How about that little punch draw under the trees? And that was a good shot. How about this shot? How about that shot? That's what I want to remember, because that's what's going to help me. But if I'm focused on all the negative stuff, And that one hole where I made a couple bad swings, remember, you just made 2 bad swings, something like that, and it ruined your day. That shouldn't happen. It just so happens you compounded everything and had all your, let's say your bad swings were all in a row. And that's the sad part about this. So now I have another shot here. And again, I'm gonna play a low punch draw. I kind of have to, because I'm, kind of pulled it down here. And I'm gonna punch draw it around. And again, I just wanna focus on the things I do well today, not the things I do bad. So that's just step 2 of how to recover from blow up holes, is start picking shots so that I have stuff to remember later on. Okay, so the next tip, we'll call it number 5. No, number 4, I think, wherever we are. So every tee shot, you're playing a shot, right? And wherever you are, you're playing a shot. But every shot to the green, like here, I'm hitting to a par 3, okay? All you want to think about is, where do I want to putt from? So it's hard to see, pins kind of center right. So I want to putt, and I know this green, so I want to putt just left of the hole is going to give me kind of that uphill putt. So that's what I want to do. And all I want to think about is, now I'm focusing, see, I'm shifting my mind from score to, strategy. And that's, you should have been doing that from the beginning, but hey, you have a blow up hole. Now you need all the tricks in the book to shift your mind away from the 11 and onto gameplay strategy, something that's going to help you get out of your own way, let's say, right? So I want to putt left to the hole. And so I'm not thinking swing. I'm not thinking like, oh, there's something wrong with me. I'm thinking golf shot, put it where I need to be. So go figure, on a 220-yard par 3, I am a little bit long, a little bit left of the hole, but I didn't freak out on the tee box with a long hole, with the hybrid in my hand. All I focused on was where I wanted to put the ball, and I actually put it left of the hole, like exactly where I wanted to. It's a little long. So I have a birdie putt on a tough par 3 because I had the right mindset. Now if I'm thinking like, oh man, I can't bogey another hole because my whole life will be ruined, that would have messed up my golf swing. Instead, confident swing, great result, and a good look at birdie. One more tip for you to deal with the blow up holes. See, it's not how to avoid blow up holes, because you're going to have them, I don't care who you are. This is how you deal with them. One, there's 2 parts to this last step. One is subscribe to the channel, because we're going to get you fixed up, and you're going to know what I'm talking about in terms of the other advice I'm giving. Plus, you're going to have less blow up holes if you subscribe to the channel. Plus, you'll play better. It's easy. The other one is, what we're going to do is, you're inevitably going to have to hit another drive. It's going to be a tight driving hole. It's going to be risky. You don't want another blow up hole. So here is what we're going to do. You're going to have your go-to swing, okay? Not necessarily your go-to shot, but your go-to swing. So for me, I'm going to take that drive, I'm going to aim a little bit kind of at that bunker down there, and I'm going to play a little cut shot swing, okay? Just something I know I've got the fairway finder. And that's what I'm going for. Smooth swing. Most of us, when we have a blow up hole, soon after that we start swinging out of our boots. We don't want to do that, okay? We want to be able to have a controlled swing. So go to your controlled shot, and then what you're going to do is you're going to just focus on stopping your swing or your backswing. I don't want your hands to go above your shoulder, okay? Don't get them up here, because that's going to be an overswing. So that's going to be your key. hands at the shoulder and let it go. And what we're gonna try to do is hit it short, not far, okay? And then as the round progresses, you can go a little bit farther each time, but it's a controlled swing, fairway finder, shorter. Try to hit it like, you know, maybe 3/4 your normal distance. It's really gonna help. So great, although this is a par 5, I found the fairway, so that's fantastic. I'm normally like 20, 30 yards up farther, so that's fine. So I'm not gonna hit a 3-wood here. I'm gonna hit a hybrid, lay it up again, and just slowly work my swing speed back up to, well, 85, 90%, not 100. That's, you know, super wide fairway. But here it's just, you know, I'm working my mind back. So this would be kind of similar type of swing to the driver. And let's see how we finish this hole. Even though it's a long uphill par 5, whatever, march away, step by step.